New York's first cat cafe has just opened. It's called Meow Parlour. Oh, and it comes from Christine Ha, who is the co-owner of Macaroon, another popular cafe in the area. And it's bringing the very popular concept to New York City. We had our own pop-up in LA for a while. Yeah. So this is kind of how it looks a lot like someone's apartment, or a cat lady's apartment. There are 5 cats in the picture, or maybe more, and I can't see. No, there's 6. Wow, it's a Where's Waldo of cats. So the idea is it's a cafe with cats, basically. It's very simple, very easy to put together, very popular overseas, like in Tokyo. Mm-hmm. And I know you know quite a bit about Japanese culture.
Yes, yeah.
Why has it taken so long for us to have this?
There's so many things about Japanese culture that it's like, why hasn't this come over here yet? Mm-hmm. Like the vending machines that are everywhere. Well, anyway, so the kind of phenomenon of maid cafes over in Tokyo kind of took over as like a thing to go and see. Like you're not just going to a cafe to sit and have coffee, it's an experience. And so now it's experimenting with different ways to have an experience, and this is one of them. Mm-hmm. It's interesting that they chose to go with animals. At my school that I went to for college, they had a program that was similar to this during finals week, where they would rent out like adoptable dogs and things like that. And you could take a break. Yeah, and it was really therapeutic, and it was amazing. And so I see this being very beneficial for both like stray animals and things like that that have a place to go and be taken care of, but also for people to de-stress, especially in New York or even LA. To just take a minute.
Well, the concept is already very popular. So it would cost $4 to sign up for each half-hour slot. Yes, it's on a scheduled basis. Mm-hmm. Every cat is available for adoption through KittyKind, a nonprofit cat rescue and adoption service. So this helps with adoption as well, which is another great thing to hear. And you could actually go online to schedule your time to make this happen, because it looks like it's very popular. Each time slot only gets 20 people. Uh-huh. I think this is great, and it's also a great way to adopt animals.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys know this, but I could actually run a cat cafe out of my apartment, because I have a lot of cats.
How many cats do you have?
4.
So I should not have made that cat.
Yeah.
No, but I was like, oh, that apartment looks like my own. And when I move in with my boyfriend, we'll have 6. So it will be a real cat cafe.
No. Wow.
But
you should start renting out
I know, I really should. I was like, well, I know what I'm going to do when I move to LA.
Yeah.
But no, I love the concept of the cat cafe in this regards, because it does work with a local adoption agency, and especially since these are going to be adult cats, that they're the hardest to adopt out. And obviously, as I just admitted to everyone on air, that I am a huge cat fan, but I also am really big into the local adoption agencies, and I do promote a lot of not just tag and release programs, but adopting older and special needs cats. So I'm really excited about this. I was really bummed when the LA one happened. I couldn't go because it was packed. So the idea that I can book my time, which by the way, it's like booked until mid-January. If you want to go to this cat cafe, it's already booked until mid-January. Yeah, I did. I was like, well, I'm going to be in New York for a couple of days. I want to go see this.
Sure.
Though I do hear there's one opening, or has opened up in Oakland on the West Coast. Mm-hmm. So I guess we could just jaunt up 5 hours and get pet cats. Or you can come to my place.
The adoption angle is really great, because, well, I used to do local news as a local news reporter, and I had to go to an animal shelter for a story, and it's just like there's this room of cats, and the guy there was like, like 1 or 2 of these will be adopted. The rest are, and it was horribly sad. But now we have this concept that is wildly popular, as we've seen through the scheduling that you've attempted. And it just seems like a great way to make 2 great things happen. I'm worried if there's any detractions to this. Is there a health code problem? Is that the reason why it hasn't really spread?
I mean,
I would think it would be difficult serving food where you have lots of animals, but I think that it seems like almost the bakery's like attached to it. Like there's like a section for cat petting and a section for eating or drinking or whatever. So it's just kind of a thing to do while you're there or something like that.
I mean, if those of us who have pets, we eat around our pets, right? And I've actually been to a bakery in Boston before that just had like a roaming cat.
Sure.
Why not? I love that roaming cat. It was friendly. I would have adopted him.
And I would think for cats that are going to be adopted, or the exposure to many humans would make them more adoptable, because they don't get that if they're cooped up in a shelter.
Yeah, it's really great socialization for the cats. Also, it looks like this particular cafe has a segmented room that they can go to be away from humans. So they can choose to be like, oh, if I want to be with people, it's great. Oh, it's a little too stressy. I'm going to go like in my alone time space. Because, you know, cats aren't like dogs. Like cats will do what they want. So they just kind of come and go. But I think the concept for this one is really, really great. I've heard from some of my friends who have been to Tokyo, and they've been to Nekobukura and a couple of the others, that it's a similar setup, and it's really a great experience for both the people and the cats. So I'm pretty stoked. I kind of hope this catches on for not just cats but other animals to help raise awareness for adoption.
Yeah.
Well, we love it, but audience, what do you think? Would you go to the cat cafe, or maybe a dog cafe, or a similar animal cafe? Let us know below in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe.